Hello friends, welcome to this video. In this video, we'll be discussing the definition of coset. Before starting, I will give you some good news. I have found the recommended reference book for you guys, that is P. Bhimsankaram and Ramchandra Rao, Linear Algebra. You can see the link in the description box, download it and see what the question space there said. Okay, so let's start with the definition of a coset. It is the same definition which you see in a abstract algebra, but over here in a linear algebra we talk about vector space and subspace. So if you don't know the definition of a vector space and subspace, please go and watch that video and write the definitions. Okay, but let me revise it quickly. Vector space is nothing but non-empty set with two operations defined on it satisfying 10 conditions. Subspace is inside a bigger vector space we have a smaller vector space that is called a subspace. Okay, let's start the definition now, or your portion of TYPS. So suppose I have a vector space V and a subspace W of V. My W is a subspace of V. If my U bar is in any vector of V or from V, elements of V are called vectors and elements of R will be called scalars. So that means my U bar is in any element of the set V. Then the coset of W with respect to U bar is defined as U bar plus W, the set which is U bar plus W bar, such that my W bar is an element of W. That means if I want a coset of W with respect to U bar, I will add U bar to the every element of W. You see over here, I am adding U bar to every element of W. Correct, and I get the set which is called as a coset of W with respect to the representative U bar. Simple, the same definition of abstract algebra, not so difficult. Right? Let's see one example and clear the idea a bit. Suppose I have a vector space R2 over R. Okay, I have a vector space R2 over R. I define my subspace W to be x comma 2x, where x is an element of R. What does W represent geometry? Over here I have choose y is equal to 2x. That means this is nothing but the line y is equal to 2x. That is nothing but the line passing through origin having the slope 2. This W is a subspace. Why I am calling it as a subspace? Because any straight line passing through origin will going to be the subspace. So my W is a subspace. I want the coset. So define a coset, you must have a subspace first. Okay, so I have a W as a subspace, then I consider 5, 6 plus W. This is a coset, right? This is a coset. If I try to represent W geometrically, then it will look like this, right? If I try to represent this coset geometrically, then it will look like this. So what we see over here, this is nothing but a line passing through 5, 6 and having the slope 2. That means this is nothing but a line parallel to it. Suppose I change this 5, 6 with some other element, I will get a new line which is parallel to W, right? Similarly, if I keep on changing this number 5, 6 with every element of R2, you will observe I will cover entire R2. I will just keep on drawing the lines parallel to W, and at the time I will see it is covering entire R2. So we learned something important inside coset. If you take union of all cosets, if you collect all the coset, it will cover your vector space R2 in this case. Right? We are just looking the properties inside this example. Similarly, suppose I consider R3. In R3, I consider my subspace to be defined as xy plane. Is this subspace? Okay. For those students who don't know, inside R2, any line passing through origin is a subspace always. Similarly, inside R3, any plane passing through origin is also subspace. So my this WXY plane is a subspace of R3. Then I consider 0, 0, 1 plus W is a coset. What this represent geometrically? Then it represents this plane. correct? So this is nothing but the plane parallel to xy axis passing through this 0, 0, 1. Okay, you will observe this new plane is not a subspace, so cosets are not subspace always. Okay, so keep on changing this 0, 0, 1, you will get a different planes parallel to your W, that is xy plane, and at the end you will see, if you collect all the possible cosets, you will be covering entire of your R3 with those planes. Okay, so this is about the definition and 2 examples that we see. Any doubt that you have regarding the definition or any other kind of doubt in mathematics, please write in the description box. In the next video, we'll be discussing the properties of cosets. Will be going to be really easy and interesting. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video till the end. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe to it and share it with your friends. Okay, thank you.